Good morning. How is everyone? Welcome back to Relentless Stream after 2 days off. I did a little break, guys, as you do. I'll just quickly set up the stream and then we'll get amongst it. Interesting. My clock's gone again. Why is my clock? Oh, there we go. There we go. Go. We're on straight away, guys. Right, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We'll get straight into it, top down, guys. Straight into it, top down on NAS, gold and oil. We're currently in a swing trade on oil. This is not my swing trade. It's just I've got up a different. I have different accounts, you see. So this is just a different trade. So disregard this one if you like. So now what we'll quickly do is we'll go over the swing trade from last week, which is this one here. Now what we did have is buys up the take partial at 64.81. Okay, we're not quite there yet, but we should get there, because you've got to think about, we had another weekly close as well, which was nice. We've had 2 weekly closes. This confirmed that we closed back into this range. Now there's only one reason to close back into them ranges for me, and that's because we need to come and break this high. I don't actually think we can drive down without breaking that high, so that's what we call an advantage point. So with us having that advantage point, that's why we got in on buys up to that area. Now it doesn't mean it's going to go today, okay, but we've already been quite high this morning. So yeah, it's looking pretty nice. We did have this daily bearish close back into the area, which I wanted to wait for the weekly to close. I know I did say closures back below here we look to manage risk, but the weekly hadn't closed, so I was happy to wait for the weekly to close, and then luckily the weekly closed bullish back into the area, so I was happy to keep it on. So yeah, like I say, swing trade, our target areas for these is we're going to be taking some partial in and around here, because we need to see if we're going to break out of this wedge to the upside. Okay, so what I'm seeing if price is going to do, can we come back up into this area? Can we now break out of this wedge now that we've got liquidity? Broke all these lows here. We've got some really nice liquidity now to drive up, and I could see targets as high as 106 get hit. That's what I'm looking for if we do break out of that wedge. Because if you think about it, if you break out of that wedge, you're probably saying, okay, well, you're coming to break these highs at least. So yeah, lovely swing trade. It took us a while to get in, but these swing trades are fantastic in regards to risk to reward. I mean, that's just shy of 8 to 1. It's really nice. So that's all we've got on oil. We will look for more entries on oil, but I need price to hit certain targets first. Okay, but we will look for more entries on oil, and the more you're on the stream and you're seeing every day, you're on the stream every day and you're just seeing what we're doing, you'll get the full story of what's happening. Should be good for you. Okay, so that is oil. Let's have a look at gold. We'll go gold first. Let's have a look at gold first. Ooh. Not looked at gold. Okay, so monthly is still heavily bullish, and it's now got a bottom wick. Okay, so what's this monthly going to do? We've still got 10 days left of this month. The weekly had closed bearish and closed below this zone. Okay, so we technically had a breakout to the downside. We've got no top wick. So are we expecting this weekly to flip? Now here's the thing with breakouts, because we're bullish, our trend is bullish. Trend is bullish. And this is the first break below on the weekly, and this is where you tend to get your fake outs. So this is your first range 1 breakout. So this is where we could get a fake out. So next week would be pretty nice if this weekly closes bullish back into this zone. It should be fairly straightforward taking buys up from the weekly. But at the moment now, could this weekly flip to the downside? Potentially, yeah. But we've got to make sure that, be aware that this is where we can tend to get our fake outs. However, why does I keep doing that? If we think this weekly is going to flip to the downside and we come up and then we flip, whereabouts is it going to flip from? Well, for me, there's no top wick here on this weekly. So could price be coming up to create a top wick for that candle to then flip, where we could end up something like this? Like that. Could we end up with something like that? Potentially. So if that's the case, could we be looking at sells in and around that area, around here? actually. I just want to keep these on for now. Okay, so that's the weekly range technically. Could we tap the weekly range and then start to flip? Now, what's the daily telling us? So, debut. Let's back up there. What was all this? Let me just quickly see what this was. This was. That doesn't help us. Let's get rid of that. So what we have got is the weekly range, what we're in now. I can't take any buys up. The downside. The weekly range, the downside is like mad. Let's have a look what daily we're in. So the daily range we are looking to get in now is that. We're quite clean traffic up, but all we've got to go off is this and this for rejection. There's your rejection there. He didn't actually reject from this one. And these came from sort of these levels. So we're about right really, but what does that tell us then? Well, that tells us that the daily could just keep pushing today, therefore could that be the weekly pushing to create a top wick for us? And if that's the case, if the weekly is pushing to create a top wick, where is that weekly? There you go. There's the weekly no top wick. So we would need price. So if we can get something like this, right? If we can get, what day are we on today? Wednesday. Let's say we get daily close like that today. And then tomorrow we get a daily close like that. That would be Thursday. Ideally we would need to close something like that. And then the Friday with the flip of the weekly. That's what I would be after really. We take a wing back sell. It's just risky taking a wing back sell because if this is a fake out to push to the upside, then you're going to come in all-time highs. I'm probably going to have to wait on gold. And we could take a potential wing back sell. I'm going to mark it up anyway. We could have a potential wing back sell at 3,350 with stops around that, because what we're looking at is as price pushes up, you reject, come back down. Even if you come this way, reject from these levels where you don't hit stop. There's only this one what sort of powers straight through. But if you're wrong at that point. But you could bad. We'll keep an eye on gold, but that's something what I'd be interested in. But it might not happen today. These are 6-hour candles, remember. So, but there's just nothing at the moment. We can't get in on anything on here. There's nothing's going on for us. Okay, so unfortunately nothing on gold for now. Just apart from a potential wing back sell from these levels at 3,347. We're setting a lead. Okay, let's have a look at NAS. So what did we have on NAS? So the monthly for 10 days left. We know we had a fake out back into the area. Now where are we going? Well, we're thinking we could be coming for all-time highs. Now that you had this liquidity grab to the downside, you've got loads of liquidity here now. You've now got enough fuel to get past these levels if you want to. It's just, is it going to happen on this monthly candle, or is it going to take a few monthly candles to do it? And if it's going to take a few monthly candles to do it, then this is already hitting a range now. So are we going to reject from here? What's going to happen with this one? But we know we're bullish on the monthly. Now the weekly. So the weekly, we still have got a gap here. What we need to fill. We haven't filled it yet. Where has the weekly closed? So for me, you have got a range here. Not that. And then the next range is this. Now when you get a weekly close above that, which has only happened once, you come and tap 22111. Yeah. Now we've had our weekly close. Could we see us tapping 22111? So that would be our range to go up off the weekly. So that would be our target to go up. Now, do we need a steep bottom wick? This is the question. This one didn't give us one. However, you had a pullback here. And you had another pullback here. Well, we've just sort of gone straight. You've had a little pullback here. We've sort of gone straight up. So the weekly's looking dodgy at the minute. Daily's doing. Dailies are not helping us. With the dailies on me. Off area. Interested. It sounds down. Need the weekly close. So the daily closed bearish, right? Now, for me, the daily hasn't closed on any support. This is brand new. So when price comes up, you can reject from here, but you tend to carry on. But the issue is we're a bit lower down, so where could we put our stops? Is this daily going to flip to the upside? Or are we going to... So squiff, man. Don't like it, guys. Which, again, because I'm traded for 2 days. But no bottom wick on the 4, no top wick on the 4. What are we doing? Don't even know if it's close respecting. This area is just brand new. And this is the thing what can catch you out. Yeah. Clear rejection in there around this area. Yeah, I would say that's a rejection area. Broke below it, so we're back at the lower range. What happens to price? Top wick flip to come down. Top wick flip to come down. Every time you close back into that area, but you go on counter trend with a weekly. I need to see. What would I need to see? We had a close and then we had a pull back to here. Let's mark this up. Close. To reject from there. So could we see a pullback to 21,326? The 3 hour. So the daily can currently do anything. We don't know if the daily is going to flip to the upside or push back down. We've got a bit of contradiction going on. Broke the lows again. I mean, if this 3 flips, really liking this, guys, to be honest with you. Trying to see if we can grab some sort of scalp. Basically, if this 3 flips, it's pretty likely it's going to come down to 21,126. But does the daily need to break a low? I'm not sure the daily is going to go down there. Contradictions on the daily. Because the daily, technically, is bearish, but you still haven't closed below a zone. Have you? It's created a new zone, basically. So, price is never sort of rejected from here. And that's what puts me off. Why is it rejected here and not here? That's the next zone there. So, it's created a new date. And these are things we can't preempt. It can really throw you off. So if we create a new zone, what's price going to do? All I know is there is a zone here, between here and here. We haven't filled the range. So at any point we're technically hovering. We are hovering between here and here. That's the range we're hovering. So at any point we could carry on up. So if we take sells down, we could flip at any point to the upside, but also price, because creating new data is just going to create a new range. We need a top wick. I would like a top wick back at it's a clear 1 hour range. One hour close below here. Where do we go? You do tend to come through that range, so I'm just cautious of the dailies hovering. You could easily just come back up at any point, really. What I want to see. Another little area here, 21307. Probably what I would look at really, but it is counter trend, and this is just off the hour time frame. Need to break the highs, but you could. So here's the thing, right? If I'll take partial move to break in. So this is what I've got going on. Okay, I'm not gonna take the sells below here, right? Unless if price comes back into this range, I'm looking at the wing back sell, another entry if we need another entry. But also if we close back below here after breaking some highs, I'll look for another entry if we haven't tapped this. But here's the thing. If price, before doing all of this, if price flips here and drives down and taps this, that's me done for the day. Okay. All I've got going on really. I need to break these highs. And then we've got potential wing back sells. We've got another wing back sell. Stops would be 21.40. I wouldn't be interested if price came above there. But, and also my target's only here. That's it. I'll be closing full both. So that's what I've got going on. Ideally we want one candle. So if we can get this 1 hour candle to come up and tap it, great. Take partial move to break even would be 21.273. So this is what I would like to see. If we can get something like this, tap, we close back into that range, even though you might panic because you're in here. Yeah. But if we got that and then we got a fake out back into the area, this top wick, it's broke some highs, and then we got a fake out into the area, look for another entry, take another entry. So we'll probably get something like that. So that's what I'm after really, guys, is wing back sells and then potential breakout to the downside for another entry. Okay. And this is just off the hourly time frame basically. That's all I've got going on, guys. So I'll leave the tunes on. I'm gonna do some admin. And I'll be on till maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. We'll wait for this, see how we get on. Any questions, guys? Drop it in the chat. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing, buddy? Let's just quickly have a look at our oil, because our oil's looking nice. Daily might need a bottom wick, but we're in a good position with oil. We got that weekly close, and we've got a bottom wick on the weekly, so we're looking pretty good. How's your trading been getting on, Krish? Rosie. Yeah. You know what's got out of the cards. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get off. See you later. Right, please. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nice photo of it. Come on, can we hit that zone? Yeah, I'll be taking a sell for me, guys, if we hit 21,309. Okay.
How the devil are you?
Hello, John. How the devil? How's things, my mate?
You alright?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, not too bad, I suppose.
Why? What's happened?
But you?
Why? What's happened, mate? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. How's things?
Why can't I hear you?
Can you hear me? You should be able to hear me.
There you go, I can sort of hear you now.
How are you doing? You alright?
Yeah, your connection's a bit...
It's not my connection,
yeah,
mate.
I'm not too bad.
It's not my connection. Don't come here, start.
Yeah,
This is my connection.
What about you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm tired today, like. Been busy the last few days. Back on the chart today. The charts are not the best today. I'm taking a sell at 21,309, like, but there's a bit of contradiction with it. But yeah, we should get a rejection from that area, even if we drive up.
Yeah, I don't know whether to start putting the nailer back on.
How's it been the last few days? You know what? I haven't tracked it Monday.
It's been alright.
Yeah.
I think the markets are starting to settle now.
Maybe.
I haven't been seeing any like breaks and things.
Well, that would have been a double loss yesterday.
Yeah, which makes me want to, put a fucking sell on.
You wouldn't have
not
got.
sell, put a trade on because we've just had a double loss. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Oh my god, that would have been a double loss as well. Wow. You would have had 2 double losses this week. You would have had a win on. It's in an awful area at the minute, though. Yeah, I don't know, mate. Okay, here's the hour. Ideally, we want this hour to close respecting here. Close respecting. Would I still take the next hour? That's the question. I can't see it getting activated in the next hour. Hopefully we'll pop straight up. Can't see it. What time on 9? Oh, we're there. Okay. If we don't want to get activated on next hour, I'm going to call it. We can pop straight up. Fantastic. It's a nice hour close, that, to be fair. Can we come up with no bottom wick? Maybe not. Yeah, so are you been busy, John?
Yeah.
Did you get in on our oil trade?
I did.
That's doing okay. It's looking good. It's looking good. I think this daily will carry on today.
So I'm out of it now.
Oh yeah.
Out of it.
We didn't take partial move to break even though, John.
Oh, mine it did. I'll not take partial move. I got I've got to move to break even after that, so I ended up closing out on it.
Yeah.
Well, I might miss this if it doesn't come back. Just give me 2 seconds.
No worries, mate. You do what you need to do. I'm just chilling. I'm just doing some admin. I've already briefed everyone.
Updates.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but you haven't had your briefing yet.
Yeah, man.
I do love your briefing.
See if we can activate on this hour candle. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm happy with that. My get out is if the forward closes back above. Get out. For 2 hours time.
Where is your
That.
stop loss for it?
My stop is 21,402, but my target's 21,143. And the reason my stop's there is because if you push past that, we're just wrong. But I've got a potential second entry as well at 21,346. That's much better.
And the take profit is 21.
My take partial is 21,274. My take profit
21,274.
21,143. That's the rear. Tunes are banging.
So, in answer to your question, yeah, I'm not too bad. Been having a bit of trouble with one of my customers, but because he basically, I personally don't like people who go, oh yeah, just do what you need to do and I'll make sure it gets paid.
Yeah.
And he was one of those customers. And but the thing is, because he was part of our networking group, I wasn't really that bothered, too bothered by it. And he's normally pretty good. He normally just gets stuff paid, job done, sort of thing. Like, and he has been good to us. But we've been doing some work for his dad recently.
Yeah.
And he said that to us, like, oh yeah, just do what you need to do, and I'll make sure it's paid. And his dad wanted some extra stuff doing, like he wanted us to remove a couple of bushes.
Yeah.
And we normally charge about £35 a bush to get rid of like sort of medium-sized bushes, basically.
Pubic bushes
And,
or garden bushes.
Garden bushes,
Oh.
like quite,
Obviously.
I mean,
Obviously.
yeah, and basically, I was like, yeah, I mean, I was a bit dubious to doing it because it's not what we had agreed with the customer.
Yeah.
And I was like, go on then, let's just do it anyway. Because he did say, oh yeah, just do what you need to do and I'll pay it. And he bloody well hasn't bloody paid us yet. And this was like bloody almost coming up to 2 weeks ago now. And he's like, oh yeah, and he said he had a look at the invoice the other day. And he's like, oh yeah, I had a look at the invoice and I'm not too comfortable paying it because it's a lot more than what I was expecting it to be, type thing. And I was like, well, your dad wanted extra stuff doing, so
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And you did say, oh yeah, do what you need to do and we'll make sure it gets paid. And
all you do with invoices, have a little on your terms and conditions. Yeah, so it's got to be paid within 24 hours, right? And then
well, what I need to do, I think, I'm sorry to interrupt you, like what you've just said has just triggered me to think that what we need is some sort of like online link where people can, I don't know, agree to the terms and conditions of our services and go, I accept.
No, they agree
rather
to
than
a
me
message.
constantly printing out,
If all you do is have on your terms and conditions that if you have been in any correspondence with us and you've agreed to the job getting done, that you then agree to our terms and conditions. So you don't need to tick or sign anything as long as it's on your terms and conditions. And then all you do is you've got 24 hours to pay, or unfortunately, you get late payment charges, which is at 1% daily or 2% daily. You don't want to go more than 2% daily. We used to do this with our removals, mate, and they'd all pay because they couldn't be asked for it to build up and build up and build up. 2% daily. And then what you do is you can always drop them a reminder and go, we still haven't had that payment. Obviously, we just don't want to avoid the late payment charges. That's why. Are you okay to make that today? And you just say it like that. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's just our procedure that it's on our terms and conditions. Late payment charges happen. Unfortunately. So that's what I would do. Do that and he'll soon pay it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just like the way that our terms and conditions are done based in like sort of paper form. So what we normally do is like we agree to the job and then we get the customer to sign and accept our terms and conditions type thing. But it's just constantly printing out, constantly keeping on top of the forms, constantly getting them.
Send the emails. Just do emails. Just say like I'll send you the quote via email, and then on there is attached is your terms and conditions. You know what I mean? 2 minutes, John.
No worries.
Yeah, alright, okay. Well, Emma's not here today, so just she's gone back there. But yeah, just whenever we can get over, soon as we can get over there. Alright, then, nice one. Alright. But actually, we're doing football on Friday, anyway. The Friday. Oh, this is selfish. This is selfish. Alright then, Claire. Right. Catch you later. Bye bye. Yeah, sorry about that, John. And what were we saying? Emails.
Yeah, just making sure that people are fucking.
Why don't you send every quote out via email?
You know, agreeing to shit and paying on time, basically. We do send them out by email, and like normally what we do is we send the quote out, and then we send the quote out, and then send the terms and conditions alongside it. But we just don't have any late payment stuff in our terms and conditions. We've only got payment needs to be made within 7 days.
Yeah, just add.
I'm too lazy to kick up a fuss over it.
just add on there late payment fees. You've got 7 days. If it's not paid, it's 2% daily. That's it. That's all you add, and you can use that when you ring people to remind them. Or do you mind making that payment because it's tomorrow is the 8th day, and unfortunately late payment charges are kicking. It's out of my control. It's an automated system. That's what we used to say. It's an automated system. It'll just automatically invoice you. And they're like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'll just pay it.
Did you actually have an automated system where it automatically invoiced people in that sense?
Oh, we did.
Basically
no, we didn't. We'd send out we had a system where to track all the invoices, but the automation where it wouldn't send them. We'd just send them one every week if they didn't pay. But nobody never paid. There's nobody never paid. They all paid when we brought that in. Before we brought that in, it was a nightmare. With payments. But yeah, that's what we used to do. I very much recommend it, young man. Very much recommend it. Can we see it pop up? That goes. Let's see what's happening here. Oh! Excuse me. I might just go and sunbathe all day. What's the weather like down there, John?
Miserable today. It's been absolutely roasting down here for the last 6 weeks, really. But you've had rain 3 times in the space of 6 weeks. The rest of it's just been blazing hot. It's been like a holiday down here.
I hope it carries on though. And this is not our summer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, mate, my arms, Chris, I'm turning into an African, mate. Like my arms are just brown, really, really brown. I don't think I've ever been so tan before.
I look Turkish, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think it's happening today, is it? See, we could just reject from here. Thing. We could actually just reject from here. We get this pop up here like that. This 30. Well. Come on, the one. Let's get a flip. What do I need to do today, John?
Good question, Pete.
What do I need to do today? We were doing that castle the other day. That castle clean.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to say, yeah, congrats on that, mate.
Nice, like.
Really, really good news. I'm really happy for you. It's really good news. How did you find it?
That was good. Beautiful building, like. Absolutely.
Yeah, it did look nice, to be fair. It did look very nice.
I love history as well, mate. Love castles and that.
Yeah, same. We've got a lot of history down here, to be fair.
Yeah, Wales has loads of castles. So I'm not bored, man.
Plymouth's got loads of history. They like councillors find shit all the time. Like there was some work that was being done a couple of months ago down on the Barbican,
Hmm.
and they were digging up. They were digging up sort of like because basically they had to dig a load of shit up, just to kind of like, I think it was like they had to lay a foundation. Oh no, it was some gas lines or something that they needed to repair or replace or something. They dug up all the old paved road, which the paved road goes back to like sort of like the Victorian times basically. And they dug it all up, and it took ages because it was like grade 2 listed roading or some shit, and then they found a Victorian well below the road.
Ooh.
Believe it or not.
I love history. You know what it is? I'm fascinated about the Romans. Love the Romans. What they done was amazing for that time. Like, not even just the military side, just like techniques and plumbing systems, and mental. Absolutely mental. Well, yeah, I'm into castle now. Well, down there, you're not far from like Wessex and that, aren't you? Winchester.
No, we're miles away. We're miles away from Wessex.
Oh yeah.
Wessex is on the other side of the country, isn't it?
Wessex? No, Wessex is like your area.
I don't think it is.
Where up as Winchester?
Miles away.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
The Kingdom of Wessex.
Put it in Google Maps and it's not coming out.
It's because it's all.
There we go. Yeah, it's donkeys away from us, mate. Donkeys away.
What to do today? I don't know what to do today, John. What shall I do today, mate? What shall I do? Coming at you. Oh, I was hoping to get on the chart, and the chart was just like laid out for me, lovely. Since I missed yesterday and the day before.
I am going to put that in there though about late payment charges, I think.
Yeah, definitely, mate. It's a must, I think.
Because I mean, he's the first customer to do it. Like normally, all of our customers have paid within 7 days. Like,
yeah,
maybe 9 days at the latest. This guy is the one who's taken the longest. Like he's coming up to 2 weeks now. Which
is he? Then what I would do is I'd send him an email. It's not mine ringing, right? Everything's got to be tracked now.
Well, I'm seeing him today anyway because I got a quote he wants us to do for his fence. So I've got to see him today anyway.
Well, we'll tell him.
I'm being patient. I'm being patient with him because he does have more work lined up for us. Like he wants us to keep going out to his dad's anyway.
I'd just say, look, is any chance you can square that invoice away? It's just because our system's gone crazy because it's over the due date.
Yeah.
You just blame it on something else. You blame it on the system. Just say, is there any chance you can square that invoice away just because our system keeps coming up with overdue?
Yeah. Well, I've already texted him again last night, but I will That seems there. I'm chasing one again.
Either that or just what tends to work is if you grab them by the windpipe, right, and fling them up against a wall. That tends to work. Right, what do I do? I'm trying to get straight here. Pictures. Next 30 candle, guys. I'll be on till 10, and then if we don't get activated, I'm going to be done. I'm hoping the next 30 we get a nice pop-up like this. Hoping we get that, and then a flip back down.
I'm hoping we get a nice pop-up on the next 30 as well, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Hoping we get that. Something like that would be perfect, yo. That would be the hour flipping back to the downside. John and his artificial love. Come on, the 30. How's your love life, John?
Shit, to be honest, mate.
Shit. What's a night out like down there?
Dire.
Is it?
Absolutely fucking dire. Yeah. Horrendous.
Keir Starmer's trying to get rid of all the pubs, that's what it is.
Yeah, that man's just done the country no favours, has he?
Oh, just absolute waste. Absolute waster. U30's opened up.
Bastard's fucking tanking straight to my stop loss. It'll tap my stop loss and then it'll reverse and it'll come and hit my other stop loss and I'll have a double loss and it'll be the third double loss this week and that'll be a sign for me to not touch the nailer for at least another 4 weeks.
Yeah. I hear you, mate.
It's so infuriating. My trading was going so well.
Yeah. You do have bad spells and good spells, though.
Yeah, but it seems like whenever I get close to making some sort of progress, I have a bad spell.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only decided to put this one on. I mean, yes, I want to trade, but I've only decided to put this one on the basis that I haven't seen any, like, I don't know what the best word for it would be, inconsistencies with the charts. Like, it's been quite consistent. I haven't really seen any breaks, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like gaps, I haven't really seen any gapping recently. So I presume an educated guess would say that the charts are like starting to settle a little bit.
Well, I think so. This is powering down now.
I mean, I'll accept a break even. Just don't really fancy a double loss.
You never fancy a double loss. Oh,
No.
God, what are you doing? A 30, look at the 30. Opened up and just gone. If we come and break these lows, I'm going to call it, guys. Yeah. Or are we? I mean, it could still play out as such. Yeah, it's fucking not happening, is it? Looks like we broke a low. We've created this no bottom wick now. Is this gonna flip? I mean, if this hour closes like this, what does that mean? Need to wait for the hour, and then if the hour closes bearish, it technically could sell down. But I need the highs broke first. Guys, I'm gonna call it. I need the highs broke. I'm still interested in this as long as we don't tap 21,143, and if we do come back up and break a high, and then we come back below, then I'm interested. So I'm not into sort of sells below here unless I come and break them highs, but I have got 2 potential wing back sells. It just might not happen in London. It's not been stayed on the charts. So yeah, unfortunately guys, no trade today. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. And then yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.